My name is Sean Eckert, and I live in Saskatoon, Saskatchewan, Canada. The reason I am doing this is I work for a company here in Saskatoon called Horizon, and we're an IT solutions provider. And that's not why I'm coming at you here today. I'm coming at you today from a personal level, and we are all kind of in quarantine, self-quarantine, if you will, self-health check, whatever you want to call it. And I am in my basement music studio. I do this in my off time. I run a YouTube channel. And what I do is I teach people the basics of recording music and music videos, and I do tutorials. I shoot tutorials down here. And this is how I do it. And why this is important to this thing that on LinkedIn here is because I want to share with you how important it is to still stay connected from a business point of view to your customers. How to stay connected to your sales team, your staff. Small business is what makes our world kind of on a local level glued together. We need small business, and small businesses are really hurting through this worldwide crisis thing that we're going through, this pandemic, whatever you want to call it. And because I work for Horizon Solutions doesn't mean, as a disclaimer, doesn't mean that I'm using that. I'm just letting you know who I am and where and what I do, right? And kind of why I'm coming to you in this format. But what I can share with you, though, is how you can still stay connected with your customers, number one, your sales staff and your team, number two, and still let them know that things are okay, and you can still connect with him on a social level here, because we are stuck in our basement or our houses, and this is our world we're living in right now. We're living in that world, and we're living in this crazy toilet paper shortage world. It's a little bit silly when I'm not trying to poke fun at it by any stretch of the matter, but it's very important for us to stay in a place of well-being in your mind, right? Because I have my YouTube space, my YouTube channel, I have the technology, or I know about the technology. I use the technology to reach, my customers globally, and this is how I do it, exactly like this. So I just want to show you that you can capture any meetings that you want to do. You can live stream them. You can have Q&A with these people. This is how easy it is, and it's very inexpensive to do it. But you need to have a little bit of know-how how to do it, and it's very simple. I know you can see my screen right now, because this is like capturing your screen or your presentation or your PowerPoint or whatever it is that you need to capture for business, and get it out to your customers, get it out to your staff, get it out to your suppliers. You need to hold meetings. For us at Horizon, like we just came from Skype, and now we're using Microsoft Teams. Whatever platform you're using to communicate internally at your place of business, you can extend that to your customers. And how you can do that is just the exact same way I'm doing this right here. Go to Microsoft Teams, for example, right? So this is kind of just a little video on Teams, and I'm sharing this with you guys right now as we're sitting here, and I'm talking on video, but this is a little video that's on Microsoft Teams. And I'm not trying to promote Microsoft Teams. I'm just saying, use the technology that you currently use today and just broaden it a little bit, and it's very easy to achieve this. I'll pause this video real quick, and then I mentioned Skype. Skype's another one, right? So I can click on this video from Skype, and it's the same thing. I'm just using their website right now just to kind of show a little bit of a blurb on them. But as when you run your program within your business, you can still capture all this the exact same way and put it out to your customers. And you do that via a live video stream, right? And without kind of showing you how to get into that here, if you want to get into a more in-depth conversation about that, please comment below the video. I will reach out to you if you want to be reached out to. I'm not going to leave you my number or anything like that, or Horizon, who I work for. I'm not going to leave you their number. As a disclaimer, this is just me working in my basement. I work for an IT company, but this is what I do in my off time, and if I can help any business at all, try to weather the storm or climb through it and try to come out the other side, at least to connect with your customers at some level, then at least I'm doing my part as a person. And I think that's pretty important with what's going on today. We just need to know that we're all okay and reinforce everybody that we know, and let everybody know we're okay and they're going to be okay. And we need people to come together as people just to kind of make this happen. So if I can help anybody at all, please reach out to me. I will get back to you, and we'll have a conversation, right? And I can share my knowledge with you on how to get there, how to set this type of situation up. If you're in small business and you have a website that for live streaming, and there's many different avenues you can live stream with, and it's about having a conversation and just sharing that information, right? But if your website is something that you really that you need to have a little more robust, some of the smaller businesses, their websites are dated. I mean, let's face facts, they're probably dated. That's where I would more rely on my team at Horizon. My boss hasn't seen this, and I hope I don't get fired for it, for putting this out there. But I know the resources that I have at work, because we do all of those other things that I, on a personal level, like to build you a bigger website or that type of stuff, I can't do from my basement, right? That's more of a company thing. But I know if you reach out, we can definitely have a conversation and try to figure out a solution for your business that's hurting right now because of this, right? There's probably a lot of business owners out there that don't know where to turn. They probably got cash flow on hand for all their staff that's working from home or remotely or however that works. But how long can you weather the storm for, right? That's a major concern for a lot of businesses, and we can get through this. We just need to rely on each other. Last thing we want to see is a business close, right? That is the last thing that any of us want. Businesses close because of this, or this is a factor because of another factor. We end up losing our homes. We end up losing everything that we've worked for in a sad way, right? So we need to just buckle down and help each other out. And I know on LinkedIn the video limit is like 10 minutes or something like that. So I will edit this down to fit that criteria, obviously. Don't be so concerned with, I'm going to pull up another page here, this coronavirus business impact. You know what? You're going to get a lot of different reports from many different sites on here, how it's, killing business, how it actually helps businesses. It depends. I mean, you got to buyer beware, reader beware when you're reading this stuff online, right? I hope this helps somebody at some level. And again, Sean Eckert, Saskatoon, Saskatchewan, leave a comment below. I will definitely reach out to you and try to help in any way, shape, or form that I can. So thanks for listening. Thanks for watching. And I'll see you in the next video. Have a good day.